This video continues the divine encounter with the Mahadevi, the Shakti, Lalita Devi, or Divine Mother in Hinduism. A divine encounter is one in which an individual directly interacts with a higher spiritual presence, such as a deity. Unlike philosophical understanding or religious rituals, a divine encounter bridges the human and the sacred, revealing profound truths and often leaving an indelible mark on the individual's soul. In the context of this video, the encounter with the Mahadevi, the embodiment of divine feminine energy, represents a direct connection to the ultimate source of creation and spiritual power revered in Hinduism. What exactly constitutes a transcendental experience, and how does it compare to a divine encounter? While Transcendentalism, such as the transcendental meditation practices, seeks to access higher states of consciousness through inward focus and technique, a divine encounter involves direct interaction with a supreme spiritual being. This experience transcends even the loftiest meditative states. Is it possible to validate such extraordinary claims? Can irrefutable evidence support encounters with the divine? And what criteria must we establish to assess their authenticity? This video explores the remarkable claim of a 12-year-old who describes meeting the Mahadevi, the Shakti revered by millions across spiritual traditions. Could such profound experiences be a child's imagination, or do they point to a profound spiritual reality? Moreover, this account challenges us to ask whether divine encounters are far superior to transcendentalism. Are they an evolution beyond techniques like transcendental meditation, offering direct communion with the divine? Or are such stories merely magical myths, akin to the captivating narratives shared by spiritual figures like Sadhguru? If you are a Hindu, a devotee of the Divine Mother, or someone who believes that Goddess Lalita is the ultimate source of supreme power, this video offers a compelling exploration of profound spiritual questions. It delves into the extraordinary possibility that the divine feminine, often revered as the eternal source of wisdom, power, and grace, can manifest in ways that transcend traditional understanding and expectations. This narrative challenges us to reconsider our limitations on spiritual experiences and open our hearts to the idea that the Divine Mother, in her infinite compassion and boundless power, may choose to reveal herself through unexpected individuals and circumstances. Whether through ancient scriptures, mystical visions, or the direct encounters of seekers, the presence of the divine feminine has always been a source of awe and transformation. This video invites you to reflect on whether these extraordinary accounts, including the claim of a 12-year-old who experienced the Mahadevi, could be evidence of the profound and universal reality of the Divine Mother's presence in our lives. For those who revere Goddess Lalita's sacredness or seek a deeper connection with the Divine Feminine, this exploration is not merely an intellectual exercise, it is an invitation to witness the possibility of divine revelation in its most unexpected and transformative forms. On November 15, 1993, a remarkable test was devised to assess the authenticity of 12-year-old Kash's extraordinary spiritual experiences. The plan, conceived by his skeptical father and Sahaja yogi friend Pupinder, sought to challenge Kash's claims of encountering the Mahadevi. His family were non-practicing Sikhs with no knowledge of meditation or Hindu deities. However, Kash had already recounted extraordinary visions, including seeing the light, sensing Mother Earth's breathing, and meeting the Mahadevi on Diwali, November 14, 1993. To test his authenticity, He was instructed to meditate and ask the Mahadevi to take him to meet Ganesha, a deity about whom he had no prior knowledge. Before proceeding further, it is essential to present indisputable and verifiable evidence approximately 2 weeks after Cash's transcendental experiences began. The evidence comes from a fax from Canada to Mr. Vipin Kumar at Akasek Consultants in Malaysia. This letter, typed and faxed by Cash's father, briefly explains Cash's spiritual encounters with the Mahadevi, who levitated and travelled with him to visit each deity his father requested that his son meet. The letter was addressed to 3 close individuals in Malaysia: Vipin Kumar Kothari, a trusted friend; Dr. Balwinder Singh, Cash's uncle; and Srenda Kaur, Cash's mother, who was on vacation in Malaysia at the time. The fact that these individuals were the first to learn about Cash's mystical experiences adds credibility to the account and underscores the authenticity of these divine revelations. This fax is pivotal in confirming Cash's spiritual journey, which included opening his third eye at the Agnya chakra and entering the Sahasrara chakra, where the Mahadevi resides. At the outset, Cash's skeptical father requested that he visit different deities from the Hindu pantheon daily, starting with Ganesha. Ganesha was chosen deliberately to validate Sri Mataji's claim since May 5, 1970, of not only being the incarnation of the Adi Shakti, but also for opening the Sahasrara chakra. Cash went to his room to meditate. After about 30 minutes of meditation, he emerged with a vivid description of his encounter. He recounted meeting the same Mahadevi who had appeared to him in previous meditations. When he requested to meet Ganesha, the Mahadevi agreed and instructed him to place his palms over hers. Together, they ascended, levitating and traversing across the vast cosmos. Cash described travelling through a black hole to reach Ganesha's realm. Despite initial discomfort, he felt very nice after crossing it, suggesting a transcendental journey of the soul. Cash described Ganesha as having an elephant face, 4 arms, 2 used for meditation, 1 holding a bowl emitting smoke, and a greyish body with a large belly. He observed an open-air temple with 4 pillars and a roof, but no walls. Surrounding Ganesha were images of the Mahadevi, Shiva, and Krishna. Perhaps the most striking detail was Cash's observation of a mouse beside Ganesha, standing on its hind legs, as if in reverence. This puzzled his father, until a later search in the Encyclopaedia Britannica confirmed that the mouse is Ganesha's vehicle, Vahana, a detail unknown to most people outside Hindu traditions. The authenticity of Cash's experiences rests on several key points. First, the lack of prior knowledge. Coming from a non-practicing Sikh background, Cash had no exposure to Hinduism or its deities. His descriptions of Ganesha and the associated symbolism were precise and accurate. Details that could only have been revealed through genuine spiritual encounters in the Sahasrara after the third eye opening. Second, the black hole journey. Cash's mention of travelling through a black hole aligns metaphorically with modern astrophysical concepts, where black holes represent profound cosmic mysteries. His statement challenges the materialistic limits of scientific understanding, suggesting the primacy of consciousness over matter. Third, confirmation of Hindu symbolism. Cash's vivid details, such as Ganesha's mouse, his 4 arms, and the open-air temple with no walls, are deeply rooted in traditional Hindu iconography and scripture. Remarkably, Cash, with no prior knowledge of these elements, accurately described them and their authenticity was later verified through independent sources. This evidence serves not just as a validation of his transcendental experiences, but begins dismantling centuries-old entrenched anti-Hindu biases, particularly those propagated by Christianity and Islam. This video series challenges the dismissive narratives of Hindu traditions as mere myths or idolatry, asserting their profound spiritual truths. Fourth, documentation from 1993. A fax sent by Cash's father in November 1993 to friends and family in Malaysia provides a dated record of Cash's experiences, underscoring their authenticity. The recipients included Vipin Kumar, Dr. Balwinder Singh, and Srender Kaur, among the first to learn of these events. Cash's experiences dismantled his father's initial skepticism about Hinduism, which he had previously dismissed as idol worship. His encounter with Ganesha and his daily visits to other Hindu pantheon deities revealed profound spiritual truths that transcended religious boundaries. These accounts demonstrate the universality of Mahadevi's teachings, emphasizing the interconnectedness of all spiritual traditions. Cash's transcendental experiences offer groundbreaking insights into spirituality, confirming long-held teachings in Hinduism and opening new horizons for human understanding. Cash's encounters affirm the Mahadevi as an omnipresent, all-encompassing divine force in the Sahasrara chakra, as described in Hindu scriptures. This chakra, the pinnacle of spiritual ascent, is celebrated in the Lalita Sahasranama as the seat of the Divine Mother. These descriptions align profoundly with Cash's experiences of being guided by the Mahadevi, who revealed her extraordinary powers to transcend both physical and metaphysical realms. She demonstrated her capacity to travel at speeds far surpassing the speed of light, and to levitate with anti-gravitational force, effortlessly defying the colossal pull of black holes, regions so powerful that they consume even light and entire galaxies. Cash's journey to meet Ganesha revealed the deeper spiritual truths behind Hinduism's revered deities. For the first time in recorded history, Cash's experiences offer tangible evidence of the Agnya chakra's activation and the journey into the Sahasrara chakra. The Agnya, often associated with the third eye, is the gateway to the Sahasrara, where the seeker transcends duality and enters divine communion. Hindu scriptures, including the Lalita Sahasranama and Vedas, emphasize this spiritual ascent. Cash's journey through a black hole, accompanied by the Mahadevi, defies current scientific understanding of space-time and consciousness. His account suggests that spiritual phenomena operate on a plane beyond the constraints of material reality, challenging humanity to reconsider its limited notions of existence. Cash's experiences highlight a universal truth that divinity resides within every individual. The Mahadevi's guidance demonstrates that the path to enlightenment lies within, accessible through meditation, self-realization, and spiritual ascent. This aligns with the teachings of Hinduism, which assert the divine nature of the self. I am Brahman. Cash's transcendental journey is groundbreaking, providing humanity with unparalleled evidence of the spiritual realms described in ancient scriptures. His experiences confirm the existence of the Agnya and Sahasrara chakras, validating the millennia-old teachings of the Lalita Sahasranama and Vedas. These accounts challenge materialist skepticism and open a new frontier for humanity, emphasizing that spirituality is not a myth but an accessible reality. This remarkable narrative calls on humanity to explore its spiritual potential, embrace meditation, and seek the divine essence within, a journey that leads to liberation or moksha and ultimate union with eternal consciousness. Next, we will explore Kash's encounter with Shiva, where further revelations continued to astonish both his father and their Sahaja yogi companion. Thanks for listening.